In this video, we're going to go through the world's greatest stretch. Now, this isn't something that I just gave the name of the stretch. It's genuinely called this, and for good reason, because it hits the big three, the ankles, especially the hips, and the T-spine, which is here. Personally, for me, I like to start every workout doing this stretch. I think from a psychological standpoint, it just makes me, I know what I've got to do first, and it just makes me psychologically ready for the workout. So let's go through it. We're going to start off by hinging down, touching our toes, feeling a nice stretch on our hamstrings, and walking out into the press up position. I'm going to go this way actually. So, press up position. Then from here, I'm going to put my left foot up by my left hand, roughly, okay, on the outside. Now from here, I'm going to start by driving my hips up. I'm going to tense this back leg, and I'm going to tense this right glute here. Alright, so tensing that, and then I'm going to drive my hip down. And remember what I said to you in the warm-up mobility video? From here, I'm going to wait till I feel that tightness in the hip, and I'm just going to breathe through it. Exhale, try and keep it as nasal as possible. And from here, I'm just going to try and create small circles with my knee. So I'm really just opening up that hip capsule like so. You might even feel a stretch in the back leg here into your hip flexor. A good idea at this stage is to do this in real time. So I'm going to do both sides, so feel free to pop the camera up and follow me as you go along. So start from the beginning if you haven't done that already. Alright, so once I feel that hip loosening up, probably spend about 30 to 45 seconds here. I'm going to relax the back knee on the ground now. Okay, now I'm going to take my left hand, so always the same arm as the foot is up, so left in this case. I'm going to place my hand behind my head, and I'm going to keep my right arm completely straight. I'm going to push my elbow to my right wrist, and then I'm going to rotate it up as much as I can. And again, I'm going to exhale through the tightness. So from here, this is the important part. Back down. I'm going to go for 6 of these rotations. Now the key thing here is we're keeping the rest of our body still so we can focus on that thoracic rotation. The thoracic spine is here. So we're just rotating that through as much as we can. We'll go 2 more. And each time trying to build on that end range of motion, which is here, trying to get as far around as possible. Cool. And relax. Take 10 seconds off. You should already be getting hot, a little bit sweaty at this point like me. And we're going to go through exactly the same so it's easy for you guys to follow. Okay, so starting off in that press up position again. Right foot up this time, hip up, and then tense that back leg, tense to the left glute, drive that hip down. Find the tightness in the hip, so squeezing this glute is really important to get stuck into this hip. I'm just creating space in my right hip this time. I'm always a little bit tighter on this side for some reason, so it's a good thing to almost just make mental notes of areas that you feel are more tighter. So in this case, my right hip is feeling really tight actually. Cool, I'm going to keep working that through a little bit. Keep driving the hip down, keep breathing. Find that end range, find that area of tightness, exhale through it. Hip should slowly start to be loosening up. And from here, we'll drop that back knee now, right hand behind the head this time, and let's go for those rotations. So down, and then focusing again on that rotation up and through, looking up at your elbow each time. And we'll go for another 6 of these in total. Each time we're just trying to always trying to build on that, what's called the end range of motion. You're always trying to go a little bit further than the previous rep. We'll go 1 more. And that is the world's greatest stretch.